Step number 5, define your value proposition and your offer. A potential client searches for a lawyer in your practice area. They visit 5 law firm websites. Each one claims to be experienced, dedicated, and client-focused. Sound familiar? In the eyes of potential clients, most law firms look exactly the same. Your value proposition should be your promise to clients. It should tell them why you are the clear choice. In this video, you will create a value proposition that makes potential clients think, this is exactly the lawyer I've been looking for. Your value proposition is the heart of your marketing. It's about clearly communicating why a potential client should choose you. It's about connecting deeply with your ideal client's needs and desires. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. The why taps into the limbic brain, which controls emotions and decision making. So, what's the power of differentiation? The average person cannot tell the difference between good legal work and great legal work. They don't have the training to evaluate your technical skills. So they rely on other signals to make decisions. Legal decisions are both emotional and rational. Your value proposition must address both. For family law firms, of law firm clients, it might be that you may say, we protect what matters most to you. For personal injury, you may say, we fight for the justice you deserve when others have caused you harm. For business law, you may say, we safeguard the business you worked so hard to build. And also, you need to add logical support. You need to add specific credentials that matter to your target client, quantifiable results like case outcomes, time savings, etc. Also, outline process transparency. It will reduce uncertainty. Let's do the so what exercise. Write down everything you think makes your law firm special. For each item, ask so what? What tangible benefits does that provide to the client? And keep asking so what until you hit the core emotional need. For example, you may say, we have 20 years of experience. So what? You may say, we've seen it all, so we can anticipate problems. So what? So that you will feel confident knowing you are in experienced hands. So what? So you can sleep soundly at night. So this is your emotional core. This is the benefit for your client. Lawyers think logically. Clients feel emotionally, and you need both. Emotions drive decisions, and then logic justifies them. So let's do another exercise. Open your law firm value proposition engineering matrix link and complete the differentiation assessment matrix. You will see different differentiator factors listed. You need to say what you offer, then what your competitors offer in relation to that factor, and then you need to find your unique advantage and translate it for client. For example, differentiation factor might be your expertise and specialization. You may say that you offer certain practice areas, you have niche specialties, you have advanced certifications, you have number of years of experience, you've handled cases of particular complexity. You may find that your competitors offer some common practice area, they have general expertise, and they have, say, standard credentials. Then, in order to define your unique advantage, think what specialized knowledge you possess that your competitors don't, and then translate it for client. how does your expertise specifically benefit the client? And repeat this process for each of the factors listed in that matrix. Next exercise, open the same document, and next you will see the value proposition construction framework. This framework has three parts. First, we identify pain points of your client. Then we map out the solution. And next, we actually create the value proposition. So let's do the pain point identification. Complete this table. So for pick client segment, identify specific client type that you serve, identify their primary legal needs, then list out their emotional concerns, what the underlying fears and hopes does your client have, then list all the practical challenges, logical issues that they have, and write out what your clients are actually buying, what the ultimate outcome they want. Next step, solution framing matrix. In this table, first identify the problem. What you may say, many client types that you serve struggle with this specific challenge, which lead to some negative consequences. So write it out for your particular firm. Then identify your solution for the client. Next, include your differentiator statement, what makes you different from competitors, and add proof, testimonials, credentials, case studies, anything that you can add to that component. And of course, add call to action. So this will be your solution framing matrix. And next, you have write out actually your value propositions. So you can test three variations. Or you can just start with one and test in different locations. So if it's easier, start with one. Start with your core value proposition message. Then test it on your website, add it to your initial consultation script, add to your email campaigns, add it to your social media posts, test it in paid ads, directory listings. And then in each location, track metrics. How does that value proposition perform? And if you can get client feedback, that would be the best, because all the next variations you will be able to refine that, and you can test as many as you like, and in as many locations as you want. So a compelling value proposition should be concise, differentiating, of course, credible, and focused on client outcomes, not your law firm. It should answer the question that the client might have. Why should I choose your firm instead of any other options available to me, including doing nothing? So, as mentioned before, you need to add social proof. Your value proposition needs evidence. So, what types of social proof you can add? Of course, client testimonials. Always follow your jurisdiction's ethics rules about testimonials and case results. Case studies, you can write case studies, of course, anonymized, and included on your website. You can follow the format, the challenge that you faced, the approach you took to solve that problem for a client, and what result you got. You can add statistical evidence, like success rates, of course, where ethically permissible. Client satisfaction measures, response time averages, if it's important for your clients. Also, third-party validations, if you have media mentions, if you have industry awards, bar associations, and certifications. This will serve as evidence, of course. Um, when you create your value proposition, avoid making these mistakes. Avoid making claims that cannot be substantiated. Avoid using legal jargon in your client facing value proposition. And avoid ignoring emotional drivers in favor of purely logical appeals. You need both. Also, don't focus only on your credentials rather than client outcomes. And avoid creating a Me Too value proposition that sounds like everyone else's. So, create your value proposition and share it in the forum, in the community to get feedback. How to read your value propositions. So, next part of, of this lesson is your offer. Having value proposition is great, but then we need to create offer that also speaks to client needs. So if you are like most lawyers, your offer looks something like that. I offer free consultation, call us today. That is not an offer, it's a commodity. And commodities get compared on price. What if instead you could create an offer so compelling that potential clients feel they would be making a mistake by not choosing you, even if you charge premium rates? So, inspired by Alex Hormozzi's 100 million offers framework, your framework must include, must solve a high value problem for clients. It needs to promise a specific desirable outcome. It must reduce or eliminate risk. It might it must get lower. It must lower the time to achieve results, and it makes saying yes easier for a client than saying no. So let's translate that specifically for legal services. Open the offer development framework and complete the exercise. Identify the dream result. So the first step is understanding what your client really want beyond the legal service itself. This is an example. So for divorce lawyers, the surface level need of your client might be the legal dissolution of the marriage. The deeper desire might be the fair asset division and custody arrangement. But the emotional outcome would be the peace of mind, fresh start, financial security. For personal injury lawyers, surface level need would be compensation for injuries, but the deeper desire of a client would be medical bills covered, lost wages recovered, but the emotional outcome would be justice, validation, and financial stability. So your key question is, what transformation are your clients really buying? Remember, people don't buy legal services. They buy outcomes and transformations. So complete the dream outcome exercise and share your list in the school community. Okay, next, open the same offer development framework file and complete the exercise offer development framework. So your offer must have dream outcome, perceived likelihood of achievement, effort and sacrifice, bonuses and bundling, and final offer statement. So in your file, you will see this matrix. So complete this. For instance, for dream outcome, key questions that you need to ask yourself: what is the ultimate result your client wants? How does this transform their situation? Then add your inputs, your notes, and what impact does it have on your offer? Next, perceived likelihood of achievement. Ask yourself, how can you boost client confidence that you can deliver this outcome? What proof can you offer? This is where your testimonials, case studies come. Next, Effort and sacrifice. Ask yourself, what will the client need to invest? Time, money, effort. And how you can minimize this effort or risk. So you may offer flexible payment plans. And what impact does it have on your offer? It will lower friction and makes the offer easier to accept. Then you may add bonuses and bundling. Ask yourself, what additional services or extras you can include? How can you package these together to enhance value? So it will multiply the perceived value, and this will add irresistible extras. Next, write your final offer statement. Ask yourself, how do you combine all of the above elements into one clear, compelling message? Ask yourself, does this articulate the outcome, ease, and value effectively? Draft your statement that integrates all the elements. And of course, share it in the forum with everyone to get feedback. And of course, don't forget about price. Your offer isn't just a price, it's the total value you provide. And value-based pricing always outperforms hourly billing for premium services. So you may offer fixed fee packages, define clear scope and deliverables for common legal matters. Then you can offer tiered service levels. You can create good, better, or best options with clear value. Or you can offer subscription models, like ongoing legal support packages for business clients. Position your fee against the value of outcome, not competitor rates. So by applying these principles, you will transform how potential clients perceive your value, making price a secondary consideration to the transformative results you deliver. This approach simply articulates your full value in a way clients understand. When done right, your offer becomes your strongest marketing tool. So, your action steps: get your files and complete the value proposition engineering matrix and offer development framework. And of course, share it with everyone to get feedback. In the next video, we will create a digital marketing strategy and set your KPIs. Hope to see you then.